Alex and Ben, two best friends, always had absolute trust in each other. Their friendship was not only fortified by promises, but also by challenging adventures together. Before every trip, they would always make a familiar vow. No matter what happens, we will always be by each other's side, never leaving each other. At that moment, the promise seemed like an absolute truth. However, this trip was different. A sudden landslide tore through the road, pushing them into a desolate forest where ancient trees swayed and the sounds of jungle birds shrieked in panic. The silence after the tremor made the space even more frightening. In that moment of panic, Ben saw a cliff face that seemed safe to climb. While Alex was trapped, his survival instinct kicked in, and Ben decided to find a way to save himself first. Just then, a slight tremor occurred, causing them both to lose their footing. In that moment of uncertainty, a familiar image appeared in their minds, a scene from a childhood fable. They were both pulled into an invisible current, entering that very story. In the memory, they found themselves in the setting of the fable, Two Friends and the Bear. Their vow to always be by each other's side was called into question when, the moment the bear appeared, Ben panicked and climbed a tree, leaving Alex to play dead. In that chaotic scene, an internal dialogue took place.
I have to survive. It's instinct. Only if I'm alive can I come back to help you.
That's instinct, but it's not friendship. The scariest thing isn't the bear. It's the selfishness within us. Fear can arrive like a whirlwind, sweeping away all vows. Friendship becomes meaningless if we only think of ourselves. If we had been calm enough to find a solution together, we might not have each had to worry about our own survival.
Alex's words left Ben stunned. He suddenly realized that even in the memory, the feeling of being abandoned by his friend was terrifying. The whisper of the bear echoed in their minds. Be careful of your fake friends. This was no longer just a reproach, but a powerful warning about their choices and their consequences. Alex and Ben snapped back to reality from the memory, facing the harsh present. Their eyes met, and they understood each other's thoughts without a single word. The lesson from the fable helped them overcome their panic. They realized that if each of them acted alone, the risk would be very high. They began to think and find a solution together. Ben no longer thought about climbing the wall by himself. Instead, he took a deep breath, as if letting go was not just an action, but also a burden that had been pressing down on him for a long time. He listened to Alex's ideas. Together, they assessed the situation. Based on their knowledge of the terrain, Ben used his climbing skills to secure a rope, creating a firm anchor for Alex. Step by step, they coordinated their efforts and overcame the challenge together. They had turned a danger into an opportunity to prove that a hollow promise, no matter how beautiful, is no match for a mutual and heartfelt action. What was special was that Alex's attitude after escaping the memory was not one of reproach, but of understanding. Alex had practiced compassion, empathy not only for others, but also to understand his friend's own fear and survival instinct. It was Alex's boundless, non-judgmental acceptance that moved Ben, helping him realize his mistake and let go of his selfish ego. When they both acted with a shared heart, they not only overcame the challenge, but also mended the cracks in their hearts, making their friendship more enduring than ever. The fable Two Friends and the Bear taught them a profound lesson. The key is not to distinguish between a good friend and a bad one, but for each person to improve themselves and become a better friend. Were they ready to turn promises into actions? And are we? Remember that in every challenge, what keeps us steady is not just physical strength, but trust and understanding for each other. If you love meaningful, profound stories about life, friendship, and personal growth, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any other valuable lessons.